to another episode of Wren's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires, the Commonwealth PlayStation Edition. So, we're going to go ahead and take a quick peek at the map, see if we can find anybody close by. Go check out their camps. Let's see, we'll go over here. This person is Binksha92. It's going to cost me a cap to get there. These will be few and sporadic based on how many caps and how often I play this game and how high I can get the character's level, to be honest. Because, right now she's like level 7, working on level 8. Take a quick peek around. So what do we have up here? We have an extraction point, power supply, a couple water, couple generators, 3 to be exact, and a few turrets to protect them. Then we have a platform over here. As far as camps go, this one's not horrible. It's not really great either. I'm just looking through the stuff to see if there's anything in here that I know I can't afford, but, you know, might as well look and see what the guy has. I did come here after all, so makes sense. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna buy that. And I'm not, and this is what I mean by I don't think you should sell workbenches to players at anything like near cost. They should always be like down around 10 to 5 caps. The reason being is new players don't have the money to buy them if they come here and look at them, but they'll buy things like, you know, a tinkerer's bench for 10 caps. Or a build set for 90. That's what I mean by price your stuff so it's at least reasonable to the people that you're trying to sell it to, because you'll actually get sales. You'll move stuff out of your inventory. You have items that are priced high, like, you know, the weapons and things like that, that are, you know, everybody's going to get there. They're all going to be drawn to that kind of stuff. Anytime we see a 3-star weapon in a vendor and we're like, oh, look, I've got a bunch of caps. Let's see what we've got. Most of us are going to go running to at least check it out. But, like, low-level players just don't have the caps to do that kind of stuff. As you can tell, this is just a platform loaded down with a few choice workstations and a little bit of decoration, nothing majorly substantial. And they have a bot out, and they're at least level 25, because that's what's required to get her in that quest. And they've at least done the Blue Ridge Caravan quest line a bit, by the looks of things. So, I mean, I rate camps on a scale of 1 to 10. Camps that have a bathroom automatically get a point. If you use a prefab, you automatically get 2 points. Most of the points in the rating system are based purely on aesthetics, meaning how well you decorate your camp, what all's being done to it, you know, that kind of stuff, because that's the stuff that players really shine at. And there's enough items in this game that you should be able to decorate a camp pretty well, even at low levels if you really want to. As long as you're not like under level 10 and have no items in your inventory. But like if you're, you know, level 25 to level 50, you're pretty much in prime location to be able to build and do pretty much whatever you want to in this game. This camp's only going to rate a 1. It is technically a dumpster fire, but it is also not, you know, there's no aesthetic choices made here at all, except for the fact that, you know, you can watch the storms go passing by, which is one of the coolest things in this game, is being able to see storms in other regions float by on the map. But if you actually go there, they actually exist. So, you know, we'll go ahead and check the next camp, which is gonna be, I'm not gonna check that one because I know they're like level 15. I'll go over here and I'll check Toadbox's camp. Okay, so we are just down from where Graham has his meat week cook-off, which is just up on the hill over there. They're in the pond area. They've got, you know, a few water purifiers out. This right here is already here. This is a dock that's already pre-built for the pond. They've got, you know, a windmill out, a few defensive items out, some guns, a few, another power supply. I get it. I mean, they need extra power because they've got the extra guns out, and these extra water purifiers do take up a lot of, you know, budget power-wise. They're at least level 25 because they've got this idiot here. They've decorated their floor. They have wall decor up. If you remember earlier in the other episode of this, I did say that it does make a difference even if you're just using the crappy wooden walls, because it makes your items that you place on them pop out a little bit better and shows, you know, a little bit more definition to the room. This looks just like they basically built themselves a workroom down here, and then they built themselves a nice stairwell going up, and a little bit more of a workroom up here with a bed and floors that are from the vault set that you get from the game as you unlock your personal vault. So, again, I rate camps based on a scale of 1 to 10, you know. You get points for bathrooms, you get points for using prefabs. I'm going to take a quick peek in their inventory over here and see if there's anything great. This is Toadbox's camp. As you can tell, there's a few things here. I am buying minor stuff as I go because, well, I have the caps at the moment to do it. And I might as well pick up a few plans and things as I go, because in all honesty, they're useful. But again, they have not a lot of truly great items here. As you can tell, they have decent prices. Everything's priced relatively well. I mean, even the power armor stuff they've got, if I had, you know, a little bit extra caps-wise, I might consider those. But, I don't know. A lot of this stuff is stuff that you unlock as you go through the game, so there's no real reason to, well, this right here is the reason. But, you know, not bad at all. Priced relatively well. Their vending area is decorated well. Their camp in general is built relatively well. It's built out of 2 separate sets, being the warehouse and the base game set. And they have, you know, basically built themselves a nice water farm here.
It's hard work making
It's not a
a living
bad
here.
build. It's very functional for what it is. It is not aesthetically pleasing at all on the interior, nor is
I'm
it
gonna find
built
myself a
well as
fat
far
man
as
and give them riggers a reason to
design-wise.
call
It's
it
not built
printing.
to be a house. It's built to be what it is, which is basically a farm. And I get that, and I understand that, and I understand that a lot of players, that's what they go for whenever they're first starting out, or even once they get to a certain point. And then in a later game, once your character hits between level 50 and level 150, you're going to realize that the only real thing in this game at that point, because you've completed almost all the content, is the build system. So you'll start playing a little bit differently, meaning you start trying to build a little different. Maybe you'll pick up plans, maybe you pick them up all along the way, or maybe you'll be picking up things that you know, in the atomic shop that you've unlocked as you go through, or that you've unlocked in the scoreboards. But that's the end game for this game, even here on the PlayStation. It is on the PC, that's a certainty. Because otherwise, you get to a point where there's no real reason to play this anymore. So, because content doesn't come out often, you're lucky if you get one content drop per year. Two, if you're really incredibly lucky, and usually it's just some event that they've reskinned and are pretending is something different that they really aren't doing any development on. So this camp I'm going to give a 4. Not because it's particularly bad, not because it's particularly good, just because it's particularly what it is. Anything beyond that would be giving it credit that it doesn't deserve, and I want to give credit where credit is due. So whenever people build excellent camps, I want to make sure they get the credit that they earned by doing so, at least in my opinion. But alright, I'm going to go up here. This will be the last one. I'll go to Zealous 95's camp. And I will fast travel up here and check it out. And let's see, we're just right here at Arnholt Farm, which is where you get cranberries at. They've got out a farm that's, you know, pretty pristine for the area. They have a few turrets to defend it, some water protection, and a decent power supply. Lots of turrets. This area gets commonly attacked by insects. It also gets commonly attacked by either scorched supermutants, raiders, a few other odds and ends come through here quite frequently, to be honest. They have used mainly the vault set. They have way more power than they need. Raider Punk is their ally.
Not sure I got time for you,
They
pal.
also have, you know, this building back here, which is where their vault is stored at, and I'm not going to check that out because vaults are not something that I normally score on unless it's something that I'm looking for something in particularly great. And most of those aren't, to be honest. The vaults are kind of the bastard child of this game as far as building goes. Most people who do build tend to put most of the objects that occupy a lot of budget that they can put in there. But like places like this that are built to be farms, well, their budget is already jacked up all over the place anyway because they have so much stuff that is outside, either in the defenses or the actual plants and things like that that are placed. Just stuff in general. It's just amazing the amount of stuff that you can eat up budget-wise whenever you're building. But yeah, there's just something amazing about how much budget gets chewed through in this game just by simply putting out a light. If you're interested in how much budget you use and how much you can change it, just take out one light and see how many things you can put down. Or one turret and see how much that changes your build budget. You'll be amazed, I guarantee it. But plants are a major, major contributing factor to why your budget gets eaten up readily in game. But, yeah. So this one's nothing really great or special. It's on par with the last camp. If anything, the last camp's a little better. And since I rated it a 4, which I think it's funny that this person put in 2
Lights
doors
and sky.
at this camp,
It's gonna
one on each side, which is kind of cool. It's like they have a door and a screen door. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 3 if I gave the other one a 4, because this one is definitely not as good a camp. So, anyway, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, look me up. I will happily provide more of it for you. If you are in game and you are on PlayStation and you are looking for me in particular or want me to check out a camp, send me a PM. With your gamer tag in it, I'll try and add you as a friend and see what I can do. If you're on my Discord, it's much easier to get a hold of me through that. And should be in the description of the video. There's also some videos on my channel that help with tutorials for building. There should be another one coming up here within the next week, I think. That's going to be right around 10 to 15 minutes. That'll cover as many building tricks and things that I can give you in a short amount of time as possible. I'm going to try and get it under 15 minutes. I'm still in the editing phase, so I'm not exactly sure how much of it I can cut out. Anyway, you guys have fun, and I will see you. Enjoy your game, and as always, have a good time.